Okay, for the next homework, we need to know about threads in Java. So I have covered some materials in the class, and now I will present this material again so that you can refer back to this video when you're confused or you want more details. So the simplest program using Java threads is a hello world program. So a message called hello world should be printed, but by a thread, by a Java thread. So that's what we are going to do. So let's go ahead. So we need a main method. Static. This should be strings, string args. So sysout hello world. So what happens is when you run this program, oh, a thread will be created that is called a main thread, and then the main thread will print this message hello world. But how do we create more threads? A thread, in addition to main. How do we do that, right? That's what we are looking at here. So if you want to create one more thread and assign work to that thread, the way to do that in Java is to use an interface called runnable. Okay, so this is the interface. Now this interface has a method called run that needs to be defined by you, by a programmer who wants to use a thread. So run needs to be overridden. So that's the terminology we used. So runnable has a run method, then it has to be overridden. Okay, so let's do that. So we will implement the runnable interface. We do that because we want to create one more thread in addition to main thread. Okay, so this has the run method that I was talking about. You basically copy that here. So what you have done till now is you have provided an implementation of the run method. So when a thread gets created, it should say hello world, and you can say by new thread, and here you can say hello world by main thread. Okay, so you have now, once you have done that, you need a driver program that basically creates a thread. So let me create a driver program, or let me add that here. This main could be used to create a thread. So the way it works is in Java you have a thread class already defined. So let's say thread t1 is equal to new thread, and in the constructor you have to pass a runnable object. Okay, so that's how you attach the runnable object with the thread class that is defined by Java. So as you can see, this is the thread class. It will create a thread object, and then you can pass a runnable object. So this says that it can take up to 3 parameters. So we will create an object of this class. Let's call it hello world is equal to new hello thread, and then pass a reference to it to the thread constructor. Now we say t1 dot run, or we don't say run, we say start. When we say t1 dot start, when this line gets executed, then your run method will start run. Okay, and then the last thing that we do is make sure that the main thread waits for t1 to finish. So we add t1 dot join. So this is to make sure that main thread waits for t1 to finish its run method. So run method should run to its completion. Now there is an error, and error is because there is some exception handling that needs to be done. So throws interrupted exception. Although it's not a good idea for the main program to throw an interrupted exception, a better way would be to catch the error. Okay, so we caught it, and if the thread is interrupted, then something will get printed here. Alright, so let's run this program. So two things get printed, right? Hello world by main thread and hello world by new thread. So you created a new thread in this program, right? So this is the main thread, and you have a new thread created here called T1. Okay, so let's stop here.